sit back and relax for an evening with the Thamesmen.
George.
Hey, Alex.
How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Well, first of all, shall we stop for the national anthem?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Start as we mean to carry on.
Ready? Right.
Brilliant.
And also, if everyone could like and subscribe, that's the best thing you can do to support us and give us encouragement as we go through this journey.
Unless you don't want to encourage us, then don't like and subscribe.
Yes, you actually, if you don't want to encourage us, you've ended up on totally the wrong channel. I'd go over and go and see failed
Alex and
channels.
Andy?
Alex and Andy. We are the mature Alex and Andy, aren't we?
We are the Alex and Andy who've made bad decisions in our life, and this is where you end up.
We are the Alex and Andy who ended up on crack for a few years and ended up on Skid Row, but managed to get their shit together and get another channel.
And I'm the good-looking one.
And I'm the one who's in the boy band. Anyway, welcome to Channel A, our main channel, and a lot of people have been asking about this.
Alex, sorry to interrupt. If we've got an A channel, what does that mean? Does it mean we have a B channel?
We do have a B channel, the Channel of Despair. What happens there, George?
It is where we make incredibly bad. We follow our instincts and see where they lead us, shall we say? And it's an area where there are no bad ideas. Apart from when we have bad ideas. But
so this channel here, what we do, we follow suggestions, which we're doing tonight. Channel B is where we make our own choices. So we thought we would separate it and have another channel, and it has got no views.
It's not doing well, is it? It's really, so if you could go to Thamesmen 2 and just subscribe just to make us happy, we would love that. Awesome.
Anyway, so this Band-Maid, everyone's been asking about Band-Maid. So that's cool. So I had a little sneak peek, and I was a bit worried because, I was worried because I didn't know anything about the band, and was it, that if that we're misogynistic and this and that. And so anyway, we put the notes in our community area, should we watch back, and the overwhelming response was yes. They're brilliant musicians, they're great, watch them, they're not manipulated by men. So let's give it a go. Let's look at Band-Maid. We're going to put our hand into the stump of despair because we've never seen Band-Maid. I know no information. I'm not going to give you any intelligent information about them because I know nothing about them.
Apart from they're in Japan.
Yes, and they're called Band-Maid.
Brilliant. Not Band-Aid.
Not Band-Aid.
They are
not a series of Japanese things you get when you cut yourself.
Okay, all right. So no good in that.
Imagine if you did cut yourself and you open up the cupboard and there was Band-Maid.
Well, singing.
It's just like, not what I want,
It's not going to help at this time.
Not going to help.
Yeah.
Right. So the track is something you love, George. The track is called Domination.
Oh.
Are you ready for some? And I bet you haven't heard that in a long time.
I haven't. No. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You're so funny.
I know. 3, 2, 1, boom. Oh.
Open your eyes. 手の中踊りしきばりダンシュキバリダンシュキバリ想像性を超えるほどなら感じたいを見せて
Oh, that was something different.
They're not kidding. That was something different. Hello. Jesus. I really don't know where to begin on that. You start.
For me, thing that defined it was the bass line on that one. It was like, I loved that bass line. It was just like from the first note when it kicked in, it was just like, I don't know. It was the thing that hooked me was the bass line. Weirdly, I'm not normally a bass line kind of man. You know, I'm a mashed potato kind of guy. But that was like, I really like that for some reason. But then when the drumming, like the sort of rat-a-tat-tat attack of the drumming on top of that was pretty freaking magic, honestly. So they're great musicians, really, really good.
Yeah, well, I really love the guitaring.
Guitarist.
I mean, I love that bass, but I love that she was absolutely, just pure class. I mean, she was great on bass, and then the guitarist on the right had some really nice lines as well. It wasn't just you straight up pentatonic. She was really, really good, and I just wish she was pushed more to the front on the sound. Because I really loved it. Was sat back on the sound, and I really love that guitar solo. It was really good, and the drummer obviously.
Yeah, about 3 minutes when he went into that sort of solo section, that was when the song really took off for me as well. It was like that was magic, really, really good. So.
And the mix is strange, right? Because I wouldn't have mixed it like that. You wouldn't have mixed it like that. We might have not mixed it over this on the US side. It was because it was. I mean, it was. It was hard to define a lot of the stuff in there. It was a lot of energy, but it was, and obviously it was live. But the mix, it was a unique mix as well that you've got. I'm sure that is unique to that band or that genre. You've got to get into, and once you get into, you'd love it. But it's kind of a hard mix to get into. That for mixing.
And what I thought was fascinating was the singer. I mean, it's great there was a lyric video where we had the lyrics up, but the sort of the interchange between, I presume, Japanese and English, and it was sort of seamlessly going from one to the other, from almost word to word or line to line, and swapping between the two and just coming and going. I was like always like, am I mishearing it, or is that actually the Japanese versus the English or something like that? It was. I was confused by that for a second, but it was.
I was actually learning some Japanese there.
Okay, what did you learn?
Yeah, no, I forgot now. Hello.
Oh, it's funny how that's exactly the same in both languages, really, isn't it?
It is, yeah, but it was great. It was absolutely great. I mean, what a band. Yeah. I mean, can you imagine going to see them?
Yeah, that would be a hell of a show, wouldn't it?
So my worry when I just for everyone, when I looked at them briefly before, we thought about doing them, was how they dressed. And then the comments were in the community section. I can't remember what it was. It was something about their cartoon characters. They choose to dress like that. My worry was that the record label was asking them to dress like that, and to put 3-5 very beautiful girls up and make them dress scantily and cute clothes. I just but they said no. They choose to dress. It's something to do with their favorite video game characters or something.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, that's fine. That's all good.
Yeah.
As
long as it's their choice.
I know. I mean, the fact that you can get that many, that's sort of that many talented people who look so good and do all that stuff. I've come from a school, where I came from was like, Motorhead, where they sort of haven't showered for 14 weeks and they have to have their socks surgically removed, and so sort of like the how clean cut they are, and maybe that's part of the whole sort of style, for me is what I'm not used to.
No. Music's moved on, right? I mean, like now, when you go on tour, you're going to have your sushi chef, and you're going to be having your personal trainer go with you, and you're going to do your wellness therapy, right? And that's how the tour set. It's a business now. Back in the 70s, you played until you died, and that was normally 27 years old. And it is $1 million business now. And when you take a brand out on tour now, it's so well supported compared to
I do know that, but it's something I'm still getting used to, I think, in some regards. It's
well, you're just lucky you got past 27.
Well, bloody miracle, honestly. Yeah. I didn't go out on tour, so we're good. So, yeah.
Good. All right. Well, wanger or banger?
Oh, well, it's got to be a banger, that one.
It is a banger. It is a banger for talent.
Yeah,
and energy.
Talent. Yeah.
I wouldn't put it up there with Krakatoa or Mount St. Helens, but definitely, Mount Etna.
I was thinking the same. I think it's an Etna. It's an Etna there. Yeah.
Etna banger. There you go. Banger. We're getting a theme here, aren't we? All right.
Well, just when we get it sorted, we'll then tangent off to something else, I'm sure. But
thank you very much, everyone, for suggesting that. That was great. I mean, in all honesty, hearing it for the first time, it felt like a huge wave had gone over me. I've got to go back and listen to it and break it down a bit more, to try and get my ear in on the mix as well, because it was, But I will. I'm willing to give it another go. If you think there's another track we should do, bang, put it down there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, guide us, tell us, because this is early days, so let's work this out. So
good,
brilliant.
All right, see you on the flip side.
Of course.
All right. Take care. Adios.